First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler, and as always, we appreciate you joining us. We are live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday. And you know what? It's Friday, and that means just had to zoom in right there for really the emphasis on that. It is Friday, which means it is a Friday Cocktails with Julie segment where we are joined by the one and only Julie. Hello. Hi, Julie. How's it going? I had to give you the dramatic zoom in there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Love it. Oh yeah, I love drama. That's great.
That's good. Well, I am excited to find out what it is that you are making here today.
Well, I am going to make a cinnamon tequila sour. Basically, it's like any other sour I've made on here with the egg white, but I'm using tequila as a spirit instead of whiskey or gin. So with these sours, I like to use the egg white, makes it frothy. You can skip the egg white if you're not a big fan of having an egg white, a raw egg white. Also, aquafaba, which is the liquid in the chickpea cans, mimics an egg white very similarly. So if you're vegan, feel free to use that. So in goes the egg white. No ice yet. We're doing a dry shake to start with. I have 2 ounces of Blanco tequila, 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and then I have 1 ounce of my cinnamon simple syrup. And I'll talk about that as we get this shaken here. Okay, so we're going to first shake it dry to emulsify the egg white so it gets nice and frothy. I can get my lid on. Okay, so all I did was make my regular simple syrup, which is, 1 part sugar, 1 part water. Bring it to bring the water to a simmer, add in my sugar, let it dissolve, and I added 2 cinnamon sticks. And I let it steep for 45 minutes or so. And then I had cinnamon simple syrup. And you will see on some recipes for this, they call for regular simple syrup and then ground cinnamon in your mix. I find that to be a little gritty, so I tend to make the simple syrup instead. And then you've got it for coffee or ice cream or whatever else you want to do. Okay, now we're going to add our ice. All right, get our lid back on. Get it nice and cold. Okay, I think this Friday, most of us are ready for a nice cocktail or mocktail. You could also do this with, any kind of flavored water you want. Okay, so now we're nice and cold. I've had ice in my coupe glass to keep it nice and cold. We're going to pour it in. And as you know, with the egg white, it starts looking very the whole thing looks a little milky. And then the egg white starts coming up to the top to create that frothy layer. And then to give it that little extra zhuzh to make it, people know what's inside of it, I've got a cinnamon stick and I'm going to grate a little fresh cinnamon on top. You could also just dash regular cinnamon right on top as well. First of all, sorry, it's a little loud, but it's a good for a nice effect. Okay. So now people will say, oh, I can see the cinnamon. I know what's in there. And also it looks more fallish this way. That cinnamon simple syrup is spectacular. It's frothy. You taste the tequila, the little bit of the bite from the lemon, and then that cinnamon comes right through. And then having the fresh cinnamon on top for a little teeny bit on your mouth. Oh, it's fantastic.
I was going to say that cinnamon seems like that would be that sounds like fall.
And I'm ready for fall flavors, right? We're all kind of ready. I know it's going to be 62 and sunny in Portland this weekend, which seems crazy to me in November, but I'm going all in on the fall.
I'll still take that. I like that kind of fall. That works for me. You still have the fall drinks. Just take a little bit of the 62 degrees weather-wise.
Yeah, because once it starts raining nonstop, we're going to be like, oh, remember that beautiful 62-degree day in November?
Yeah. Awesome. Well, another amazing cocktail for everybody to try out here over the weekend or whatever you want, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
People can go and take a look at all of your different cocktails, and what is the best way for them to do that?
Well, my handle is Friday Cocktails with Julie, and that is my YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I've got tons of videos with tons of different kinds of cocktails. And then also my YouTube page has a playlist with everything that you and I do. And if you have the Fox 12 app or KPTV.com and you go Fox 12 Now, they're there as well.
There they are. All right, well, Julie,
everywhere.
plenty of places to take a look, and delicious cocktail right there. I want one. But, thanks everybody for joining in too. This is Fox 12 Now. We're live streaming out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. If you're watching on the app, you're going to see us go to a break here. But if anything happens between now and 4 p.m. for breaking news, I will be here for that as well. But if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for doing so. Or wherever you're finding us, thanks. And Julie, cheers.
Cheers.